Protesting artists have vowed to intensify their action until the management of the Performing Arts Centre of the Free State is sacked. Artists accuse the board of failing to implement recommendations of an investigation report that implicated several senior managers. Artists say they will embark on a silent protest at PACOFS. For more on this, let's cross live to our colleague Makhala Masiteng. A very good morning to you, Makhala. Take us through this protest. What are the grievances of these artists that has led to the protest?
Good morning, Desiree. Yes, we are standing outside the Performing Arts Centre in the Free State in Bloemfontein. This is where artists have been having a sit-in at the centre for 13 days now. What they are saying is that they are not happy with what has been happening in the arts and culture industry, but what is really at the centre of their complaints is the moral report. This is after there were investigations in 2018, and later on the report was released where it is alleged that the wrongdoing was found on the part of some of managers in this center. So what they are saying is that they want to see that report being taken serious, and even recommendations that were made there being followed, because amongst others they are saying that they want to see the acting CEO of the Performing Arts Centre being suspended because they say he has been doing wrong things in the center. But just to take us through what they are complaining about, we have them here as they are protesting. Tata Kondi, thank you very much for joining us. Just take us through some of these challenges. We understand that there were some sort of intervention from the council, but you are not happy with what they have with their response.
Yes, we are not happy with the response of the council to our matter. They promised to come back to us on the 18th after they've sent a representative on the 14th. That representative came and took our issues and understood them. We thought that they understood them, but they were supposed to come as he has promised that they are going to make a showing to come, but instead they sent a letter. But that letter that they sent, they just acknowledge our good behavior, and they, in the middle of that, say that they are going to re-look into the moral report. But what they are saying is basically they are going to take a long road and start kicking it, so that we must be patient up until they get to the end of the road. So by doing that, re-looking, it means that they are going to investigate more, implement it and investigate more. So that will mean like Mr. Kaba will remain to be here. We are saying they must put Mr. Kaba outside and be able to investigate without him influencing the investigations. And also, our fear is that all these artists that are here, they are not now known for 13 days that they've been here. They are going to be victimized by the institution when Mr. Kaba is here. So we are simply saying the council must take us serious. The premier, we have given her the letter that they've gave to us after she promised that she has spoken to the minister. The minister promised to come before the end of last week. He did not come. So she's not happy. She called us into a meeting tomorrow where she's going to be trying to get the minister either on Zoom or telephone so that we can be able to talk to him and the premier. So we are going to reply to PACOFS after we have spoken with the premier and the minister. Basically, we're seeing that they are not taking our issue serious. That is why we are here. They are using this council charter to block us from getting a report that how they've dealt with the moral report. So we are saying this is not a Bible. It can be changed. They sit and they approve it, and they can make amendments to it. They must amend it in a way that will also give us a saying, give us a report that we can see how they are doing things. But they cannot hold it and say it is their report, therefore it must stay with them.
But just lastly, I understand that you will continue sitting in here at PACOFS
up until we get the results that we want. We want Mr. Kaba to be suspended, to go through the process of disciplinary. If indeed he wins or he comes out victorious on the other side, we'll stand here and clap for him and say at least there's justice. We can see that PACOFS is serious when they commission reports. They are acting on them. Like they acted on Bonakute report that put Mr. Petler outside, suspended him while they are doing the investigation and the disciplinary process. The same has happened to Mr. Kaba.
Thank you very much. That is the coordinator of SIFSA taking us through some of the issues. But we have other artists here. We understand that you are saying that you feel like you are chained, even though things like human rights is being commemorated. You are saying that the arts and culture is being chained.
Absolutely. Even chains cannot actually perfectly symbolizes the state of melancholy that we find ourselves in, the state of demise. But I would like to make a typical example. If 50 years ago, people of color were sidelined and marginalized, could not receive medical aid scheme, could not be able to feed their families, could not afford insurance policies, and the same thing still applies, still prevails even today, whereby you find that artists, and this is the song, this is the mantra that we've been singing, that if you want to change the sector, how about you help artists to be able to feed their families and acquire medical aid scheme? For instance, we have like 54 municipalities in South Africa, and we have close to 1,000 libraries. How about we get all the literary writers or the writers in libraries so that they can serve as librarians? And in hospitals, how about we get visual artists, practitioners or other artists, so that if somebody comes and says, I'm suffering from depression, and is diagnosed by a doctor, the same thing would be done with the artist. The artist will be able to interview the patient and be like, no, you need visual arts craft, or you need poetry, or you need film to be able to express yourself, which is traumatic therapy, whereby you cancel yourself and you relive the experience and you are able to be properly rehabilitated and live. Now we don't see these types of things happen, hence we say we are living in a chain society where man is born free but always finds himself in chains, and this is still persisting even today. But we're saying, because we have been dealt and we have been governed by an administration that is clueless of what is happening even on the ground, how to change the future, even how to be able to change artists or administrators who are not phantomists, if I can put it like that. Administrators who are not futurists, who cannot be able to look into tomorrow and see what are the changes that they can be able to bring about that can be able to affect the artist's life positively. So we find such things happening, and we are saying this should stop. We should be able to have an administration that understands the artist. We should be able to have understanding that is properly oriented. We should be able to have an administration that comprises of arts activists, that comprises of arts educators, that comprises of arts practitioners. And this is our weight right now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to bring another artist here. What is it that you want to see happening in the industry?
What I want to see in this industry is for us as the artists to be taken seriously, because there's our craft, there's our food. We want to see a change within the industry of the arts. You know, we want to see a fairness towards us every time.
Specifically with regards to what is happening in the Free State, what is it that you want to see?
We want to see Mr. Klaba being suspended immediately, with immediate effect. The reason why we've been here for the past 13 years, at 13 days, is that we want him out of this office with immediate effect, now, today.
Thank you very much. Those are some of the issues, Desiree, that are being raised by artists in the Free State. In the main, they are saying that they want to see the acting CEO of PACOFS being suspended, because they are saying that there's mismanagement of funds and many other things that are happening in this sector. And they also mentioned that they will be meeting with the Premier of the Free State, Sisi Ntombela, who earlier on did come and meet with them and promised them that she is engaging with the Minister of Arts and Culture, Mr. Nathi Mthethwa, to come or try to address some of these issues. What they are saying is that they will continue sitting in here at PACOFS until their demands are met. We do understand again that this is not only happening in the Free State, but we do understand that even in other provinces, artists are saying enough is enough. This industry must be taken seriously. Desiree, with that is back to the studio.